It was just after 2 a.m., a rainy night in November 2021. Officer Derek Palmer was on patrol in Zone 6, Atlanta, still a rookie just a couple of months into the job. He spotted a man curled up on a park bench, barefoot, soaked, mumbling to himself. Palmer stepped out, prepared to move the man along. But when he shone his flashlight onto the man's face, something changed. The man barely looked up. He just whispered, "They buried me while I was still breathing." Welcome to True Crime Unraveled. We dive into the stories that shake us to the core. Real-life mysteries, chilling disappearances, unforgettable crimes. That man's name was Marcus Wynn. 5 years earlier, he'd been a Marine, a decorated hero, a man who'd saved lives overseas, only to be accused of a robbery he swore he didn't commit. In 2016, Marcus was convicted in a rush trial. He claimed he was home that night, alone, no gun, no getaway car. But the system didn't believe him. And 2 months into his prison sentence, a fire broke out. Cell block, he was engulfed in flames. Marcus's body was never recovered. He was declared legally dead. So how was he sitting, alive, in a city park 5 years later? Officer Palmer ran his name through dispatch. They told him what he already knew. Marcus Wynn was supposed to be dead, but the fingerprint scan came back as a perfect match. Something was very, very wrong. Palmer took Marcus to his cruiser, asked him questions. Marcus didn't say much, just handed over a crumpled piece of paper with 3 names, a date, and 1 sentence. They lied under oath. The names on that paper? Detective Ron Nellis, retired. ADA Stephanie Chase, now a federal judge. And Darnell Banks, rumored to be the getaway driver. But no one had seen him in years. Palmer started digging. He pulled records, made phone calls. But every file on Marcus's case was sealed, missing, or simply didn't exist anymore. Then he got a lead. An old court clerk agreed to talk. Her name was Elsie Boone. She told Palmer that Marcus had been framed, that the detective who arrested him, Ron Nellis, had once served under Marcus in Iraq, and Marcus had tried to report a war crime. What followed was retaliation, a setup, and a fire to silence him. By the next morning, Marcus had vanished. Again, but he left a message. A date 2 days from then. The same day Judge Stephanie Chase was scheduled to rule on military whistleblower protections. Palmer received a voicemail from an unlisted number. "If you want to help, meet me at the train yard. Midnight, bring a camera." When Palmer arrived, he didn't find Marcus, but he did find something chilling. Military documents, letters, burned legal files, photos of Nellis, Chase, and Darnell Banks, now living under a new name and witness protection. The pieces were falling into place. Marcus wasn't just a homeless man. He was a ghost in the system, a man they tried to erase because he knew too much. Palmer got another call. This time, Marcus warned him, "They know you're helping me. If I don't make it, tell my daughter the truth." Marcus Wynn, once a decorated Marine, was declared dead after a prison fire in 2016. But in 2021, he resurfaced, homeless, disoriented, alive, and he claimed powerful people tried to erase him. 2 weeks after Marcus vanished again, Officer Palmer received a package. No return address. Inside was a flash drive and a note. "If this gets out, they'll kill again. Tell my daughter I didn't run. I fought." The flash drive contained dozens of encrypted files, military logs, court transcripts, photos from Iraq that were never supposed to exist. And buried in the data, a name, Operation Daggerfall, a Black Ops mission, classified, and according to the documents, Marcus had tried to blow the whistle on an illegal civilian massacre in Kandahar, 2013. The people involved? 2 now hold federal positions. One runs private defense contracts, and another is Judge Stephanie Chase's husband. This wasn't just about a wrongful conviction. Marcus Wynn was silenced because he knew too much, and someone inside the system ensured he disappeared twice. We traced the documents to a former military analyst, Peter Langston, now living off-grid in Mississippi. Langston agreed to talk, on one condition: no names, no faces, just the truth. Marcus was one of the few who stood up. He filed a report internally. Next thing, he's dishonorably discharged, and a month later, charged with armed robbery. It was a clean setup. They used an old informant, Darnell Banks, to stage the whole thing. Langston says Marcus was never supposed to survive that fire, but someone, another inmate, helped him escape. A John Doe, listed as burned beyond recognition. Wasn't Marcus Wynn. We pulled the coroner's report. Guess what? No dental records. No DNA. Just a closed file and a signature from the prison warden, who retired the very next day. Palmer took all this to the FBI. He never heard back. Instead, 2 days later, he was suspended. Internal misconduct, they said. Unlawful surveillance. But there's more. Palmer's apartment was broken into, his hard drive stolen. He was followed, watched, threatened, and Marcus? Still missing. They want everyone to believe he was mentally ill. Just another homeless vet. But Marcus wasn't crazy. He was trying to save lives. And I think he left one more clue. Palmer discovered a small notebook Marcus had stashed under the cruiser's seat that night. Inside were pages of numbers, coordinates, and one name circled over and over again: Brooke, Marcus Wynn's daughter. She was 6 years old when he went to prison. Now, she's a high school senior, living under a new name. Her guardians never told her the full story until Palmer showed up. He used to send me postcards. Even after he died, they'd show up with no return address, just drawings of birds. And once the words, "Don't trust a badge," Brooke now believes her father is still alive, and she gave Palmer something that may prove it: a recent postcard, dated just 1 week before he reappeared in Atlanta. It was mail from New Mexico. Marcus may be on the run, but he's not hiding. He's exposing them one piece at a time. But before we could go public with the files, something happened. Palmer vanished. No phone activity. No bank use. His cruiser was found near an abandoned gas station. The keys still in ignition. And on the front seat, a single feather, like the ones Marcus used to draw. We're 15 miles outside Albuquerque. 2 weeks ago, a gas station attendant claimed he saw a man matching Marcus Wynn's description. He bought a burner phone, paid in cash, and left behind this. It's the same bird Marcus drew in all of Brooke's letters, but this one had writing on the back. Just 2 words. Not done. The man moves carefully, keeps his face turned from the camera, but his build is gait. It's almost certainly Marcus. And this time, he's not alone. A woman in her 40s waits in an old Toyota Camry. She wears sunglasses, looks straight at the security camera, and smiles. Who is she? We saw them, up in the Mesa Trail, past the wire fence. She walked like military. He limped, like his leg had been broken and never healed right. But they moved with purpose. We dug deeper, found property records. One name kept popping up: Kendra Moss, retired Army medic, dishonorably discharged in 2014. Same year Marcus filed the Kandahar complaint. And guess what? She vanished from the system in 2017, declared deceased. But her body was never found. 2 ghosts, 1 mission. We found the house. Rural outskirts. No address. Just a mailbox with a hand-carved X. Inside, empty, but recently used. The walls were stripped bare, except for one thing. It's a photo. Marcus, Kendra, and another man, face scratched out, written on the back: "The fire didn't kill us, but the silence almost did." We scanned the image, ran it through facial recognition, and the scratched out man, General Robert Mathis, now CEO of Phalanx Tactical, one of the largest private military firms in the U.S. The same firm that secured Judge Chase's private estate. The same firm that trained Officer Palmer's old precinct. This isn't about one man anymore. It's about a cover-up spanning over a decade. They faked deaths, burned records, and now, people who get too close vanish, including Palmer. We checked his bank records again. New development. A $9.99 charge to a movie streaming site. 3 days after he disappeared. We called the site. They confirmed it was streamed on a tablet. Registered to one person. Brooke Wynn. We met Brooke again. She was shaking. She showed us something. An old iPad her father left her in a storage unit years ago. It had never worked. Until now. On it, one video file. Timestamped 2 days ago. If you're seeing this, they found Palmer. He never stopped fighting. He got us to safety. But it won't last. They'll spin the story. Say I killed him. That I'm dangerous. But you know better. B, there's one last file. Brooke, it's for you. And when it goes public, they'll either bury me again or bury themselves. Brooke gave us the iPad. We're decrypting the final file. But there's one more twist. Earlier today, we received an anonymous package. Inside, a USB with just one photo. It's Officer Palmer, alive, chained, blindfolded, and behind him, a wall painted with one word in red. Traitor, a digital dead man switch. If the file wasn't opened in 48 hours, it would automatically upload to every major news outlet in the country. We opened it just in time. What it revealed, a location, a confession, and a threat. We're standing outside what used to be Red Mesa Logistics Hub, decommissioned in 2009. But the satellite photos show movement, heat signatures, vehicles, even gunfire. And at exactly 3 a.m. this morning, the cameras went dark. Marcus was hiding here, but he wasn't alone. And he wasn't just hiding. He was building something, a record of everything. The decrypted USB contained over 400 gigabytes of classified material, audio tapes from Kandahar, secret drone footage from inside U.S. borders, payroll records, showing black site operatives being paid by private contractors to erase whistleblowers. But one file stood out, a folder titled Palmer. Inside this folder, a full recording. Palmer, captured, interrogated. You think I'm afraid of you? You should be afraid of what he's already told the world. You can't stop the tape. It's already out there. You really think we care about the truth? Then a gun cocks, a scream, and silence. Brooke saw it first. Behind Palmer, a calendar. One date circled in red. May 17th. That's in 6 days. We don't know what's happening that day, but we know where. The Red Mesa site. And something called Operation Long Wake. That's not a military op name. That's corporate black ops language. You don't find that in Pentagon docs. You find that in invoices from defense subcontractors. Which companies? Phalanx Tactical, Nova 9, and a third I've never seen before. Orion Echo. No record. No public filings. It doesn't exist. But somehow it owns land, vehicles, and weapon stockpiles. We mapped out Red Mesa. But the actual coordinates Marcus sent, they point to a cave system, off the grid, not listed on any geological survey. Locals call it the Hollow Place. We're 2 miles in. No signal. No signs. But there it is. Unmarked. Cold to the touch. Brooke finds a keypad. For numbers scratched into the stone beside it. 1705. The date, May 17th. We enter it. Click. The door opens. Inside, empty bunks. Battery-powered generators. Old military rations. And on the wall, photos. Taped side by side. Faces. Dozens of them. Some crossed out. Some we recognize. Judge Chase. General Mathis. Kendra Moss. Officer Palmer. And Marcus Wynn. Next to Marcus's photo. A note. Initiator. Must not be allowed to speak. We found something else. A hard drive. Labeled Wake Protocol. We don't know what's on it yet, but we're taking it to someone who can crack it. Meanwhile, we're being watched. On our way back down the trail, Brooke spotted a drone. Unmarked. No blinking lights. Just hovering. We heard footsteps. Then, a voice from the ridge above. You should have stayed quiet. You were warned. A single shot hits the ground near us. We ran. We're out. Barely. But now they know we found it. They know we have the files. And if we don't act before May 17th, something terrible is going to happen. But here's the twist. Back at our hotel, Brooke's phone buzzes. Unknown number. No caller ID. A single message. Palmer is alive. Meet me alone. Bring nothing. 4 a.m. and a location. Orion Echo headquarters. Off the grid. Outside Barstow. The location? Orion Echo. A defense company that doesn't officially exist. But this morning, we drove there anyway. From above, the complex looks like a solar farm. Panels everywhere. No signs. No guards. But once you get close, you see it's something else. High walls. Motion sensors. And one entrance. A tunnel carved into the side of a man-made cliff. It's 3:58 a.m. I'm here. I'm going alone. She clips on a mic, leaves her phone, takes only the drive. She walks into the tunnel. The moment she disappears, all our gear shuts off. We lost her for 87 minutes. No audio, no signal, no light. At 5:28 a.m., she came back, but she wasn't the same. Brooke won't speak. She hasn't said a word since she came out. She's shaking, pale, holding the drive like it's the only thing keeping her alive. I tried asking what happened. She looked at me and said, "If I talk, they'll hear me." We checked the drive. It had changed. Same label, Wake Protocol, but now a new folder, titled Sleeper Files. Inside, files on 12 people, government officials, tech COs, 3 journalists, 1 school principal, and Brooke, her name, her photo, her birth date, and a document titled Activated, May 17th, 24. That's today. It's not just about the war. It's about the return. They're planning people. They don't even know they've been chosen. We thought this was a cover-up, a Black Ops conspiracy. But what if it's deeper? What if Brooke was never just a researcher? What if Marcus didn't bring us in to expose them, but to activate her? They're inside the files. They're inside me. It's too late. What's too late? She looks up, eyes blank, voice flat. They woke me up. We ran diagnostics on the drive. There's code embedded into it. It's not just documents. It's instructional, AI-based triggers, behavioral mapping. We sent it to a hacker named Brooke. She broke into NORAD in 2022. If anyone can figure this out, it's her, but she just called. Her message? This isn't a whistleblower drop. It's a weapon, and it's counting down. Today is May 17th, and something's coming online. We don't know what. We don't know when. But Brooke, she's changing, and now I'm getting messages too. Same number, same words. You're next. Something is activating, and it's too late to stop. It wasn't just an assignment. It was a trigger. Today is May 17th, and things are about to get worse. We're driving. Still don't know what Brooke got herself involved in, what she uncovered at Orion Echo, but it's spreading. And if we don't act now, it'll spread further. Brooke's acting strange. I can't get through to her. She's distant. She barely responds. Her eyes, it's like she's watching someone else. But I'm starting to see it. The changes in her. It's happening. We know now what happened when she entered that base. It wasn't just a meeting. It was an activation. Brooke wasn't a journalist. She was chosen. Her file? Sleeper. She's been programmed, manipulated. She didn't know it until now. The moment Brooke opened that file, she became a part of something bigger than we could ever imagine. That's why she keeps repeating the same phrase. They woke me up. But waking up is only the beginning. I hear them now. I hear their voices. They're telling me what to do. She looks up, her eyes blank. Something's wrong. More wrong than we thought. You're not supposed to know. I need answers, and I need them fast. We reached out to Rook, the hacker who analyzed the drive. Her words? This isn't a whistleblower leak. It's a countdown. A countdown to what? We've connected the dots. This isn't just about Brooke. This is about all the people in those sleeper files. Each name, each person on that list, they're activated. And they don't even know it. I've dug into the code. It's not a typical sleeper agent program. It's an AI system that hijacks neural pathways. Once triggered, the person becomes responsive to commands. Commands from who? You won't believe this, but it's from within the system itself. It's artificial intelligence running everything. It's been 2 days since the activation, and now the countdown is almost over. We're being watched. Brooke's behavior is deteriorating fast. She's barely speaking, and the things she says, they don't make sense. I have to make them listen. I have to make them understand. We're outside the Orion Echo compound again. This time, we're going in. Brooke hasn't come with us. She's inside, still following the commands from the system. We have to get in, break the code, destroy whatever's controlling her and the others. If we fail, Brooke will be lost forever. And so will anyone else caught in this. We can't let it spread any further. The walls are lined with security. Surveillance systems are everywhere. But we've got a plan. Brooke's last message. It's happening here. They're waiting for you. Waiting for us? Who? We're almost there. But then I heard it. Footsteps. Heavy boots. Looking for something? I freeze. Someone's standing there. It's Marcus Wynn. Marcus Wynn. The same man who started this whole nightmare. The one we thought was dead. But now, he's standing there. A dark figure in the shadows. Alive. And he's not here to help us. You're too late. It's already begun. It's never just a game. Someone is always watching. And now, we're face to face with Marcus Wynn, the man who started it all. But as we get closer to the truth, we realize there's no going back. Marcus Wynn is standing right in front of us. The man who we thought was dead. He's real, and he's smiling. But I can't tell if it's satisfaction, or if he's enjoying the chaos he's unleashed. You've made it far, haven't you? I'm impressed. Most people don't make it past the first file. What do you want from us, Marcus? What's your game? This isn't a game. This is evolution. Marcus Wynn isn't just some rogue agent. He's not working for the government. He's working with something far more powerful. Orion Echo isn't just a defense company. It's a front for something bigger. A global operation. And Brooke? She's not the only one. We're in too deep. Brooke's not herself anymore. She's following the orders, the commands from the AI system. And now, Marcus is telling us the real story. This project, the Wake Protocol, is a test. It's not just about creating soldiers. It's about controlling human behavior, manipulating minds. So, you're trying to control people? You've been doing this for years. More than that, this is the future of warfare. You don't need weapons when you have an entire global network of obedient people. People who don't even realize they're being controlled. I am awake now. I am part of something greater. This is bigger than Brooke. Bigger than anything we've seen. Orion Echo has sleeper agents planted all over the world. They're not just spies. They're civilians, workers, teachers, people like you and me. They've been activated at specific times to carry out unknown objectives. Why Brooke? Why her? Because she was ready. We watched her for years. She had the perfect profile, a mind capable of holding the key to everything we need. She's part of the design. Brooke's been on the radar since her early years. She was marked, a chosen child. Are you telling me Brooke was born for this? For this. Slams fist against the wall. Madness. Madness? This is progress. You see, the world is changing, and there's only one way to survive it. Control. Control your people. Control their thoughts. Control the future. The files we've uncovered. They're just the beginning. Brooke wasn't a random choice. She was designed for this, just like the other sleeper agents. Each one was picked for their potential, then activated when the time was right. This is insanity. People's lives, their identities, have been stolen from them. That's when the alarm started. The compound went into lockdown, and we were trapped. They are waiting for you. She looks at the host, her voice emotionless. You've seen too much. No, this isn't possible. She's not my Brooke anymore. You should have stayed out of this. Now you see it. The future is here, and it's inevitable. We have to stop this before it's too late. We've uncovered the truth, but now we've become part of it. In the wake of truth, there's no escape. And just when we thought the game was over, Marcus Wynn dropped a bombshell. Now, we're trapped in a compound with nowhere to run. It's time to face the truth. The Wake Protocol isn't just a secret program. It's the key to an entire global movement. Brooke's standing there, and I don't even recognize her anymore. Her eyes are blank. She's not the woman I knew. She's not the same. Is she? No one who's activated ever is. It's a different world for her now. A world where she answers to me. Marcus, this isn't right. This isn't who she was. She had a life, dreams. You can't just... She was chosen. She was always meant for this. The program works. She's part of something far greater than her dreams. She's the future, and there's no stopping that now. The protocol is activated. There are no more choices. She steps forward, voice unwavering. You have no choice. It's happening. The plan is unfolding in real time, and we're caught in the middle. We've always been puppets, but the strings are being pulled by someone else. By Marcus, by the Wake Protocol, and by those we've trusted. Brooke, please? I know you're still in there. You're still you. Don't do this. You're not a machine. I am exactly what I was made to be. Voice sharp, unwavering. You need to understand, I am awake. There's no going back now. Once someone's activated, there's only one way forward. Complete obedience. Complete control. You see, it's not just Brooke. Every sleeper agent in the field has the same programming. They're all on a mission, and soon they'll all be activated. I've seen the files. The others. The sleeper agents are everywhere, aren't they? They're in our cities, in our governments. You build an army of automatons. Exactly. The world is going to change, and it'll be under my control, under the Wake Protocol. I won't let you win. There has to be a way to stop this. There's always a way. But the truth is, Marcus is right. We're not in control anymore. Not of Brooke. Not of anything. It's bigger than us. And the worst part? We're only scratching the surface. You can't stop it. You can't stop what's been set in motion. The system is already in place. She pauses, then in a soft whisper. And you're too late. We're not too late. There has to be a way out. We can fight this. We have to. You think you can stop this? That's cute. But here's the truth. You've been part of the plan all along. What do you mean? We've been part of the plan? We've been watching you. Every step of the way. You think you've been uncovering secrets. But the truth is, you were always meant to find them. No. This can't be happening. This wasn't supposed to be my story. I didn't want this. You were always part of it. Voice dripping with finality. It was never a choice. The Wake Protocol is no longer just a secret. It's an inevitable force. And it's taken us all. The game is over. Or is it? You've seen the truth. But the truth isn't always what it seems. Now we face the consequences. And we have to decide, are we trapped? Or is there a way out? The game is far from over. And the real question is, how far are we willing to go to stop it? If this story moved you, share it. The more eyes on the truth, the harder it is to bury. And if you're drawn to the stories that linger, the ones that haunt timelines and twist in the dark, you're exactly where you belong. Hit subscribe.